Should you build Ashlock? Short answer, yes. Long answer, this entire video.
レッドパイン騎士団アッシュロックことグレイナティです。ロドスに受け入れていただきありがとうございます。
Greynity Kaliska, the Ashlock Knight, is a 5-star fortress defender from Kazim Yesh. Came from a prestigious family until her disavowment after contracting oropathy. Now a member of Red Alpine nightclub. And came to Rhodes Island to seek treatment and providing battle support. This defender, who seems to love playing Monster Hunter, is currently the new defender archetype in the game. Fortress defender works like most defender do. But whenever they're not blocking, they will fire an AoE physical attack. Like that an artillery sniper. And they have a range similar like a besieger sniper, which making them a melee unit with the longest range. But their attacking tile is quite small, so deploy them carefully. And keep in mind they, or at least Ashlock, cannot attack aerial unit. As for Ashlock general stats, her max HP and defense is similar like that of 5-star arts protector like Asbestos. But she doesn't have a resistance. So she's not a very tanky defender, especially on low level. But Fortress defender seems to focus more on their offense. As Ashlock have a pretty high attack. The attack damage and attack speed are also similar like an artillery sniper. She has 2 block count, but can increase it to 3 on her Elite 1 promotion. As for her talent, a nice talent that will permanently increase her attack. And further boosted it, if the 4 surrounding tiles are ground tiles. This talent will further increase her offense capability. But the second effect of the talent is pretty complicated to activate. Since you will need to place her in an open space. Which is pretty rare to find, and you still have to manage her small attack area. And this is her potentials upgrade list. All of these upgrade is straight up good. Upgrading her attack stats and talent will further increase her offensive capability. And Ashlock got a pretty high DP cost, so a DP cost reduction is a nice touch. And currently, she doesn't have a module upgrade. Moving to her skills, her first skill. A basic skill that will increase her attack. A great first skill, and if you somehow want to use her to block enemies, you might consider using this skill. Because her next skill got this little drawback. Moving to her second skill. Reduce her block count to 0. And will only do ranged attacks. Additionally, greatly reduce her attack interval to around 1 second per attack on M3. And increases her attack damage. Unleash the bombardment to the enemies with this skill. It's a spammable skill with high amount of DPS. But things you should remember when using this skill is that Ashlock shouldn't be your main blocker. And she cannot attack enemies that are on her current tile. For skill mastery, go for her skill 2. It can easily clear multiple enemies. And the skill got a cheap SP, so it's spammable. You can just M1 this skill to reduce her SP cost to 18. Or go with M3 to further reduce the attack interval and gain more attack. As for her base skill, another simple and great contributor to Rhodes Island landship. Her skill will increase his factory production by plus 25%. And you can further increase her EXP productivity if you have Flammertail in your control center. So, will Ashlock become a good operator for your team? A defender that not only can protecting the lane, but also provide AoE attack. Her position as a ranged melee unit and long range can be a powerful operator under the right circumstances. Like when the stage have a limited range tile, and other operators can't get to the enemy. Though because of her most used skill 2 that will reduce her block to 0, and not a very tanky stats. Ashlock isn't really suitable to become your main defender. But overall she offers a good offensive ability, if you can manage to properly use her. Well, there's one thing that's on my mind. Can Ashlock rap? That should be all. Adios.